Yo guys, what's up? It's Saku here, and as you all know, it's almost time for Heroes Dutch Comic Con. I am super excited to see everyone there, and I know that some of you guys are going to be coming in cosplay. So if you come in cosplay and you have props and you're not sure whether you're allowed to bring them, make sure to watch this video because I will be explaining what you can and cannot bring to Dutch Comic Con. Alright, so just like every year, you are allowed to bring cosplay props. You worked so hard for them and you don't want them to get confiscated at the entrance. I mean, they're part of your costume and you would feel naked without them, right? So in order to make sure that that doesn't happen, it is important that you guys read the rules and regulations. You can find these on the Heroes Dutch Comic Con website under Info and then Rules and Regulations. But I will also explain it in this video so that you guys have some extra information about it. Of course, it's really difficult to know beforehand whether or not something is allowed because, for example, some guns are allowed, like this, and this, but not this. Now, why is this not allowed? If a gun looks too much like an actual weapon and there can be confusion about it, they will not allow it at the convention, which of course makes sense because you don't want to scare anyone. The same goes about materials that you make them from. Some materials are allowed and some aren't. This sword, for example, is made out of sinter, which is kind of plastic, but it's not that hard. It's just plastic. Now this sword, for example, is a real sword, and even though it's not sharp, it is still made out of metal and the material is really hard, so you could potentially really hurt someone with it. Now I can hear you thinking, but Saku, if I hit someone hard enough with my foam sword, they will get hurt too. Yes, I know, but they are not considered real weapons, and I mean, you're not supposed to do that in the first case, but it's not a real weapon, it's a different kind of material, the material is not that hard, so it is allowed. Another thing that is not allowed, for example, that might get some people confused is the baseball bats. Wooden baseball bats are not allowed. These are also considered weapons and will be confiscated. Now, I know it's really difficult to know beforehand whether or not a prop is allowed. Dutch Comic Con can't check every single cosplay prop before the event because they are already busy enough. So it's important for you to read the rules and regulations and try to figure out whether or not your prop is allowed. Now, I know this is hard, so just keep in mind that if you bring your prop and you are not certain whether or not it complies to the rules and regulations, at the entrance you're going to have to do a prop control where they check whether your weapon is safe, whether it's allowed to enter, and if you're already doubting about it, just keep in mind that they might confiscate it just for the safety of the other visitors. Once you get your weapon checked, and it's okay, you will get a sticker and all staff members of the convention will know that your prop is safe and you will be able to bring it in and outside of the convention whenever you want. And that's all for this video about props and whether you can or cannot bring them to Heroes Dutch Comic Con. I hope it cleared up some of the questions that you guys had. If not, make sure to read the rules and regulations. I really hope that you guys can come to Dutch Comic Con with your props because I would love to take some pictures with all of you guys. And I'm really excited about it. So I hope to see you guys there and let's have fun. Bye!